Shalom, sisters and brothers. This is Naya Yazriel, Judah. I decided to do a part two to the last video that I did. Still living in my truck, trying to take care of the damages to my mom's home. Oh, let me put these books down. Oh, uh, I decided to come out here. It's such a beautiful day today, to this park and take some pictures of the ducks, the bridge, and just kind of let you all know some things that's going on. Um, Still working very hard, trying to get my mom's home taken care of. But I found out that not only did my sisters and brothers, brainwash my mom and take advantage of the fact that she didn't have a decent education. Like I said, she grew up on a plantation. She basically had a fourth grade education and didn't know documents and different things. And my brother didn't tell her that he was taking her to the bank. And he waited. He waited the day she got her check of her lawsuit from the attorney to take her to the bank on that day after leaving the law office. Take her to the bank and give the branch manager power attorney papers. But now my mama didn't know that they were power of attorney papers. She didn't know documents. She didn't know what was going on. All she knew is that they was going to the bank to put her money in the bank, and he was going to pay her bills for her. It's my oldest son. My mother's oldest son. All she knew is that he was going to help pay her bills and take care of her finances for her. That's all she knew. She didn't know that it was papers in front of her that said that everything she had was going to be his. That was not what was explained to her. She had no knowledge of any of this going on. But the branch manager, from experience and watching him and the way that he was doing things, he was coming to the bank taking $3,000, $2,000, $6,000 here and there out of my mom's account, and my mom didn't know it. The last amount that he took out, now he done already took the lawsuit. He took $6,000 out of her account and told the branch manager that my sister did. And my sister had to take my mom to the bank and prove to her that it wasn't her that did. So when he took her to the bank that day after leaving the law office with this check, he basically planned to take everything that day. That's when he waited and gave this branch manager these power attorney papers. The day she got this check, the branch manager told my mama, "No, Mary, I'm not going to let him be in charge of all your money. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to close out all your accounts." Because she knew he was taking her money. But by my mom not knowing what's really going on and thinking that he just been handling her bills and everything this whole time, and her memory going and coming, you know what I'm saying? She thinking that he actually doing what he's supposed to be doing. So she told the branch manager, he's going to take care of my bills. He's going to do right. He's going to take care of everything for me. Took everything she had. Not only did he do that, not only did my older sister and my mom's youngest son, not only did they take a second lawsuit, they went to my hometown and told everybody that I neglected my mom and took all her money. See, by everything happening in Memphis, Tennessee, these people never knew what was going on. All they know is what they were saying. My mom had been away from me since 2011. She had been with my sister for about 2 or 3 years. You know, all of the medical records show that when she came into the hospital suffering from dehydration and malnutrition, she was living with my sister. So how did I starve my mama and neglect her when the whole time she was being brought to the hospital, she was living with my sister? How my sister gonna explain that she done went to our hometown and told everybody that it was me that neglected my mom and mistreated her, when all the medical records showed that she was living with her? How's she gonna explain that? See, now this is what you call defamation of character. They basically went down there and assassinated my character by saying that I'm trying to kill. That's basically what you're doing. If you starving somebody and they're suffering from dehydration, they laying in a bed and you can see that whole bone structure of their faces, you trying to kill that person. So this is what you done went to my hometown and told somebody I did when my mom was living with you. You know, this is what she did. She did this because I called Adult Protective Services on her before she started going to the hospital, in and out of the hospital. I told her, I said, if you gonna care for mama, you best to do what you're supposed to do. You don't need to be leaving her here in this house by herself. Because if anything happened to her, you're responsible. You're going to jail for it. You're going to get the jail time. So you need to put her in an Alzheimer's day center while you're at work and do what you need to do for her. Care for her like you're supposed to. None of that registered with her. I'm talking to her because, see, I know myself, my mom has no business with her at all. By no means. This girl been had a mental issue all her life. She had no business with her. But see, my brother and them trying to make sure they keep the money because they thought that I was going to talk to family law attorneys and were going to have the money taken from them. So they snatched my mom up, lied to me one day, tell me she gonna spend the weekend with them and she was coming back. They took her to my sister's house and left her there. My sister ain't never wanted to care for my mom because there was so much bad blood between them. They never had a decent relationship. Never. I get 4 calls. It probably would have got more calls than that if she had called and told me. But I think it was so bad those times she did call me, she had to call and tell me it was so bad. I'm getting calls running to Baptist East. My mom laying in a hospital bed, looking like almost like a skeleton. I asked the nurse, what's wrong with her? Why she look so little? Well, she's dehydrated. And I said, she's not just dehydrated. She look like she been starving. What's going on? Well, your sister brought her in. They can't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? My sister's in that end of the hall with her head down. You know, on several occasions. My mom being starved to death, falling out, hitting her head and everything. But she done went to Mississippi and told everybody that I did it. Because the folks in Greenwood don't know no better. All they know is what somebody telling them. I wouldn't even repeat no shit like that, and I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just something that somebody done said out the blue. That's defamation of character. You done assassinated my character, and then you're gonna repeat what somebody said. But I'm trying to figure out how my sister gonna explain this. All the medical records show that she brought her in. She was living with her. How's she gonna explain this? But she done went to another city from where she lived and told somebody that I did it. How's she gonna explain this? I mean, how would she explain this in court? I get to my hometown, folks looking at me like I'm crazy. Try to apply for a job. Woman looked at me like I had 6 heads. How's she going to explain this? How's she going to explain this to the court? My sister been crazy all her life. She spent a whole year out of high school for mental illness. I spent half of my young years trying to figure out why my sister laying in a bed on her back looking up at the ceiling with tears running out her eyes. I ain't never told nobody nothing like that, but she gonna go to my hometown and lie on me like this. Because I called the Deputy Detective Services on her. How you gonna work at a hospital but leave your mama at home with no care and you know she's sick? How you somewhere caring for which you ain't had no business at no hospital dealing with nobody? How you gonna leave your mama at home with no care and be somewhere working giving somebody else some care? You done locked her up in the house and the dog done gave her some medicine to make her sleep. You at work from 5:30, 6 o'clock or whatever in the morning to 5:30 in the evening. She ain't ate. Nobody looked in on her, no care, no nothing. You take the knobs off of the stove to keep her from cooking. That's a country woman. She from Mississippi. You taking them knobs off that stove ain't gonna do a damn thing. She went and got her some wire pliers and turned that wire on that stove and lit that stove and almost set a fire. This is the stuff that she was doing. And I called the Deputy Detective Services on her. When I called the Deputy Detective Services, she shoots to Greenwood and tell everybody I neglected my mama. You got folk down there literally repeating what she said. She didn't go to nobody of some relevance, you know, somebody that I would literally care about. That she went to a drunk, a meaningless person, somebody with no substance, no relevance, and where I'm concerned at all. No substance, no relevant, no nothing. Nobody that I would literally even care about. But the fact that she went down there, ain't no telling who else she told. Then this person telling people, you know, and then the other person that she done told got connections to folks that I'm related to. That's running mouth about it. You never speak of any garbage like that about anybody unless you have some evidence. I wouldn't have never repeated nothing like that about a person. That's called defamation of character. Unless you want to be in court with this mental person, I advise you to close your mouth. Because I got some foul sisters and brothers. Extremely foul. They don't have a heart. If they do, it's made of stone. They don't care about nobody. They were groomed that way by their relatives. They was groomed that way to not care about nobody. To say anything out your mouth to people. To not even have any feelings toward what you said. You don't care nothing about nobody's feelings. That's the way they were groomed. You don't have no feelings about nobody. I'm going home trying to live in my mom's house and try and bring some substance back to the community, trying to see if I can help out down here because the place is a mess. I get down there and can't do nothing for myself because I done soured on everybody's stomach because of what my sister and brothers done said. When they done robbed my mama and completely neglected her. But I'm doing good, sisters and brothers. I'm still trying to take care of my mom's home. I don't care about that garbage. But I just want to let y'all know that when you trying to live a righteous life, I tell you, the devil is on you trying to destroy you constantly. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you down. Always remember, when you living a righteous life, the devil is on you to kill, steal, and destroy you. It's a beautiful day today, sister and brother. Shalom.